Hello, in today's lesson 2.11, we're starting on page 89 of our fourth grade textbook. And today we're going to increase the number of digits that we multiply a single digit by. We're going to now multiply 3-digit and 4-digit numbers with regrouping. So let's look at the unlock the problem. Alley Spring in Missouri produces an average of 567 million gallons of water per week. How many million gallons of water do the springs produce in 3 weeks? All right, so for 3 weeks, it produces 567 million gallons of water every week. Okay, so we can estimate to find our answer that's going to be something we can use to find out if our answer is reasonable. So 567 is close to 600. Okay, so we want to round to the hundreds, so I underline the 5 and I circle the digit to the right. So I'm looking at the tens, and the tens are 5 or greater, so I'm going to round up. 3 times 6 is 18, and then 2 zeros from the 600, so 1800. All right, so step 1, multiply the ones. So this is how we start our problem. We have 567 times 3, and we're going to multiply the ones. There are 3 sets of 7 ones. 3 sets of 7 ones is 21. Okay, you'll notice that we regrouped the 2 tens of the 21. Okay, so step 2 now, we're going to multiply the tens. Here we have 3 sets of 6 tens plus the 2 regrouped tens. So let's multiply first. 3 sets of 6 is 18 tens plus 2 more tens is 20 tens. So 20 tens, you notice we have the 0 in the tens place, and we regrouped the 20 tens as 200s. All right, so now we're going to move to step 3, and that's going to be multiplying the hundreds. Okay, multiply the hundreds using a different projector today, so it's a little different for me, so make it do today. All right, so multiply the hundreds. So we have 3 sets of 500s. So 3 times 500s would be 15 hundreds, but we have to add the 2 regrouped hundreds. So we actually have 17 hundreds. So now, how many did we get when we multiplied 567 by 3? We got 1,701 million gallons of water in 3 weeks. Okay. Let's try that maybe a little closer for you guys. Okay. All right, so let's move on to number 2. Example 2. All right, an example. Use an estimate or an exact answer. So it says lakefront vacations, and we have 3 packages. We have package A, B, and C, and the adults are $1,299. The child is $619. Package B is $849, and the child is $699. Package C, $699, and the child would be $484 for package C. All right. So about how much would package C cost Jake's family? So package C, we're going to estimate the cost for 2 adults to start. 2 adults, $699 each. So $699, that's clearly close to $700. So 2 sets of 700 is $1,400. Now we're going to estimate the cost for 2 children. 2 children is $484 each. So $484, that's close to $500. So 2 times 500 is 1,000. Okay. Now we're going to add those two, the adults and the children, to figure out roughly what our cost of our trip will be, or package. All right, so we have $2,400 is our estimate. So that's about how much it's going to cost. Now Jake's family wants to compare the total costs of packages A and C. Which plan costs more, and how much more does it cost? So in package A, we see that the adults are $1,299 and the children are $619. So we're going to actually multiply this out. So 2 times 9 ones is 18 ones. 2 times 2 sets of 9 tens is 18 tens, plus one more is 19 tens. So we're going to regroup 10 of those 19 tens is 100. 2 sets of 200s is 400, plus the regrouped 100 is 500. So $1,598 for the adults. The children, we'd have 2 sets of 9 ones, which is 18. We'll regroup 10 of those ones as 110. 2 times 110 is 2 tens, plus the regroup 10, so we have 3 tens. And then 2 times 600 is 1,200. Now we want the total cost, so we need to add the two parts together. Okay, 8 and 8 is 16. Regroup 10 of the ones as a 10. 9 and 3 is 12, plus one more is 13 tens. Well, we'll regroup 10 of the tens as 100. 500 plus 200 is 700, plus the regrouped 100 is 800, plus 2,000s. So $2,836 for package A. Package C. So again, step 1, 2 sets of 9 ones is 18 ones. We're going to regroup the 10 ones as a 10. So 2 sets of 9 tens is 18 tens, plus one more is 19 tens. We're going to regroup 10 of the tens as 100. 2 sets of 600s is 1200s, plus one more 100, the regrouped 100, makes that 1300s. Okay, so the adults in package C cost $1,398, and the children, 2 sets of 4 is 8 ones. 2 sets of 8 tens is 16 tens. Regroup 10 of the tens is 100. 2 sets of 400 is 800, plus one more is 900. Okay, now add these together, making sure we line up our place values. Ones, tens, hundreds. 8 and 8 is 16. 9 and 6 more tens is 15 tens, plus one more is 16 tens. We're going to regroup 10 of those tens as 100. 9 and 3 is 1,200, plus one more is 1,300. And then we're going to trade or regroup 10 of our hundreds as 1,000. So 1,000 plus the regroup 1,000, 2,000. Okay, and then as I'm looking here, I noticed I made a pretty significant mistake. Somebody probably noticed that as we're going along. Anybody know my mistake? Let's look at the adults here. 2 times 9 was 18. 2 times 9, 18, plus the regroup 10, 19 tens. 2 sets of 200 is 400, plus one more is 5. But 2 times 1 is not 1. 2 times 1 is 2,000. So that's going to change this answer. So instead of 2,000, we should have had 3,836. So now we can compare them because we have the right numbers. Okay, $3,836 for the package A. Take away package C. 6 take away 6 is 0. I can't take 6 from 3, so I'm going to cross that out. I'm going to borrow from the hundreds. I'm going to take 100 and turn those into 10 tens. So 13 tens take away 6 tens is 7 tens. 700 take away 300 is 400. And 3 take away 2,000 is 1,470. So package A would cost $1,470 more than package C. Pretty significant amount of money. All right, let's go to page 91. Tell what is happening in step 1 of the problem. Step 1 of the problem. I see 6 sets of 4 ones gives me 24. So what's happening? Aren't we multiplying the ones? Twenty-ones are regrouped as 2 tens. Okay, now estimate, then find the products for numbers 2 through 4. So our estimate here is 600, and we have 4 sets of those 600s. So 4 times 6 is 24, and we're going to put the 2 zeros from the 600. So we have 2400s. That's our estimate. Our actual product is 4 times 3 sets of 1 is 12 ones. Regroup 10 of the ones as a 10. 4 times 0 tens is 0. 0 times any number is 0. Plus the 1 regroup 10, so we have 1 10. And 6 times 4, we've already said, is 2,412. So they are very, very close. All right, our next example. This time I'm going to round to the nearest 1,000. And so we have 2,000 times 7. 7 times 2, our basic math fact, is 14. And there are 3 zeros in the 14, in the 2,000. So 14,000. Now our actual answer, 7 times 5 ones is 35 ones. And we're going to regroup 30 of those ones as 3 tens. 7 times 3 tens is 21 tens. Plus 3 more is 24 tens. We'll regroup 20 of those tens as 200. 7 times 9 is 63. Plus 2 more is 6,500. And we'll regroup 60 of those 6,500s as 6,000. 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. Plus 6 more is 13,000. So 13,545, which is close to 14,000. Okay, number 4. Again, I'm going to round to the thousands. So this is 8,000 times 5. Okay, this time 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, and we still need to add 3 more zeros from the 8,000, so 40,000. So 5 sets of 6 ones is 30 ones. We're going to regroup all 30 of those ones as 3 tens. 5 times 2 tens is 10 tens. Plus 3 more is 13 tens. I'm going to regroup 10 of those tens as 100. 5 times 3 hundreds is 1,500s. Plus the regroup gives me 1,600s. 5 sets of 8 is 40 thousands. Plus 1 more, 41,630. So again, that's reasonable. That's close. Number 5. So 5 through 10, we're estimating and finding the product again. So here, I'm going to round to the nearest 3,000, to the nearest 1,000, which is 3,000, times 8. 8 times 3 The basic math fact is 24. And we're going to put the 3 zeros from the 3,000. So I expect an answer of 24,000. Okay, 8 sets of 6 ones is 48 ones. Regroup 40 of those ones is 4 tens. 8 sets of 1 10 is 8 tens, plus 4 more is 12 tens. I'm going to regroup 10 of those tens as 100. 8 times 300 is 24 hundreds, plus 1 more is 2500. I'm going to regroup 20 of those hundreds as 2000s. 8 times 3 is 24 thousands, plus 2 more, 26,000. Okay, number 9. So the estimate would be close to 3,000 if we're running to the nearest thousand. 7 times 3 is 21, and we put the 3 zeros from the 3,000. All right, now 7 times 0 ones, 0. 7 times 0 tens, 0. 9 times 7, 7 sets of 900 is 6,300. We'll regroup 60 of those hundreds as 6,000. 7 sets of 2,000 is 14,000, plus 6 more is 20,000. So 20,300. Number 7. So 4,123, that's close to 4,000 times 6. 6 times 4, 24. Put the 3 zeros from the 4,000, so we expect an answer close to 24,000. 6 sets of 3 ones is 18 ones. Regroup 10 of those ones as a 10. 6 sets of 2 tens is 12, plus 1 more is 13 tens. Regroup 10 of those tens as 100. 6 times 100 is 6, plus the regrouped 100, 7. And 6 sets of 4,000, 24,000. That is close to my estimate, so I'm happy with my work. 1,893, I'm going to round that to 2,000. So the nearest 1,000 would be 2,000 times 4. Okay, 4 sets of 2,000 is 8,000. The actual answer, 4 sets of 3 ones is 12 ones. Regroup 10 of those 12 ones as 1 10 and 2 ones. 4 times 9 tens is 36, plus 1 more 10 is 37 tens. Regroup 30 of those 37 tens as 300s and 7 tens. 4 sets of 800 is 3,200, plus the 3 regrouped ones gives us 3,500. 3,500, I will rewrite or regroup 30 of those 3,500s as 3,500. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000, plus 3 more gives us 7,000. Number 9, 9,042 is just barely past 9,000, so the closest 1,000 is 9,000 times 8. 9 times 8 is 72, and we're going to put 3 zeros from the 9,000. So our estimate is 72,000. Okay, our actual work, 8 times 2 ones, 16 ones. Regroup 10 of those 16 ones as a 10. 8 times 4 tens is 32 tens, plus 1 more is 33 tens. Regroup 30 of the 33 tens as 300s. 8 times no hundreds is 0, plus 3 more is 3. And then 8 times 9, 72. And that is very close to 72,000. Number 10, 3,286 is close to 3,000 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Put the 3 zeros from the 3,000. Okay, 5 times 6 ones is 30 ones. Regroup 30 of those ones as 10s. 8 times 5, 5 sets of 8 is 40, plus the 3 regroups, 43. We're going to take 40 of those 10s, and trade them for 400s. And then 5 times 200s is 1,000 or 10, right? 10 hundreds plus 4 more is 1,400. So we'll trade 10 of those hundreds as 1,000. And 5 sets of 3,000 is 15,000 plus the regrouped 1,000 gives me 16,430. Okay, now number 11. Sorry, guys. I missed my projector. All right. So compare. Right, less than, greater than, or equal. So number 11, I'm going to solve on another sheet of paper. 352 times 5, 440 times 4. Okay, so this is the problem, and we're going to compare them. 5 sets of 2 ones is 10 ones. Regroup. The 10 ones is a 10. 5 times 5 tens is 25 plus 1 more is 26. 5 sets of 300s is 15 plus the 2 regrouped, 1760. 4 times 0 is 0 ones. 4 sets of 4 tens is 16. Trade 10 of those tens is 100. 4 times 4 is 16 hundreds again, plus 1 more is 17. So 1760 compared to 1760. That's equal. Okay, number 12. We're going to need to compare 8,167 times 6 to 9,834 times 5. Okay, so let's do our work. 7 times 6 is 42 ones. Regroup as 4 tens and 2 ones. 6 times 6 tens is 36 tens. Plus 4 more is 40 tens. 600. 6 times 100 is 600. Plus 4 more is 10 hundreds. Trade that for 1,000. 6 times 8,000 is 48,000 plus 1 more, 49,000. All right, second one. 5 times 4 is 20. Regroup as 2 tens. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 2 regrouped tens gives me 17. Rename 10 of those 17 tens as 100. 5 times 8 is 40. Plus 1 more is 41. And 5 times 9 is 45. Plus 4 more is 49,000. 49,000 compared to 49,002 compared to 49,170. This one's less. So number 12, less. 49,002 compared to 49,170. Okay, number 13. 3,956 times 4 compared to 7,692 times 5. Here's our problem again. 4 sets of 6 ones is 24 ones. Regroup as 2 tens and 4 ones. 4 sets of 5 tens is 20 plus 2 more is 22 tens. Regroup as 200 and 2 tens. 4 times 900 is 36 plus 200 is 3,800. We're going to regroup 30 of those hundreds as 3,000. And 4 times 3,000 is 12,000 plus 3 more, 15,000. Okay, compared to 5 sets of 2 ones is 10. Rewrite that as a 10 and 0 ones. 9 times 5 is 45, plus one more is 46 tens. We're going to regroup that as 4 hundreds and 6 tens. 5 times 6, 5 sets of 6 is 30, plus 4 more is 34 hundreds. Regroup as 3,000s and 400s. And 5 sets of 7 is 35, plus 3 more is 38. So 5 sets of 7,000 is much bigger than 15,824. So 15,824 compared to 38,460. So that's less. Number 14. 740 times 7 compared to 658 times 8. 7 sets of 0 is 0. 7 sets of 4 tens is 28 tens. Rename as 200s and 8 tens. 7 times 700 is 4,900. Plus 2 more is 5,100s, or 5,180. 8 sets of 8, 64. 8 sets of 5 is 40. Plus 6 more is 46. 8 sets of 600s is 4,800s. Plus the 4 regrouped, 5,200. So 5,180 is less than 5,264. Okay, number 15. 3,645 times 4 compared to 2,834 times 5. All right, 4 sets of 5 ones is 21s. Rename that as 2 tens. 4 sets of 4 tens is 16, plus 2 more is 18 tens. Rename as 108 tens. 4 sets of 600 is 2,400, plus 1 more is 2,500. Rename that as 2,000s and 500s. 4 times 3 is 12,000, plus 2 more, 14,580. Compared to this one, 5 sets of 4 is 20. Rename that as 2 tens and 0 ones. 5 sets of 3 tens is 15, plus 2 more is 17 tens. Rename the 17 tens as 100, as 107 tens. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 1 more is 41 hundreds. We'll rename 40 of those hundreds as 4,000. And then 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 more is 14,000. So in this case, 14,580 is larger. And number 16. 6,573 times 2 compared to 4,365 times 3. Okay, so these are our two problems we're comparing. 2 sets of 3 ones is 6 ones. 2 sets of 7 tens, 14 tens. Rename as 104 tens. 2 sets of 500 is 1,000, plus 1 more is 1,100. So 1,100 is 1,100. 2 times 6,000 is 12,000, plus 1 more, 13,000. And our other comparison, 3 times 5 is 15 ones. Rename as 110 and 5 ones. 3 times 6 is 18 tens, plus 1 more is 19 tens. Rename 10 of the tens as 100. 3 sets of 300 is 900, plus the regrouped 100 is 1,000. 1,000 is 1,000. 3 sets of 4,000 is 12,000, plus 1 more, 13,000. Okay, 13,000, 13,000. 100, no 100. So that one is larger. Okay, let's move on to page 92, number 17. All right, airplane tickets to Fairbanks, Alaska will cost $958 each. Airplane tickets to Vancouver, Canada will cost $734. How much can the 4 members of the Harrison family save on airfare by vacationing in Vancouver? Okay, so they're going to buy 4 tickets regardless, right? So why don't we just find out the difference between the 2 trips per ticket? So I'm going to start with subtraction. 8 take away 4 is 4. 5 tens take away 3 tens is 2 tens. 900 take away 700 is 200. Okay, so the difference between the 2 trips per ticket is $224. So then I'm going to go $224 times 4. Right? They're buying 4 tickets. 4 times 4 ones is 16 ones. Regroup as 1 10 and 6 ones. 4 times 2 sets of tens is 8 tens plus the regroup 10, 9 tens. 4 times 2, 800. So they're going to save $896. You could have solved it by multiplying 958 times 4 and then subtracting 4 times 734. But regardless, you were going to have to subtract anyway. So I might as well subtract when the numbers are a little smaller. Okay. Number 18. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is 2,147 miles from Salt Lake City, Utah, and 2,868 miles from Portland, Oregon. What is the difference in the round trip distances between Philadelphia and each of the other 2 cities? Explain whether you need an estimate or an exact answer. So we want probably an exact answer because it's saying what is the difference. It didn't say about how much. Okay, so we'll probably want an exact answer. So Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 2,147 miles from Salt Lake City, 2,868 miles from Portland. What is the difference in the round trip distances between Philadelphia and the 2 cities? So isn't this the same as our last problem? Philadelphia doesn't change. These are the 2 distances. If we're talking round trip, I have to go there 2,147 miles, and I have to come back the same 2,147 miles. In this one, I have to go 2,868 miles, and I have to come back 2,868 miles. So I'm just going to find the difference between the 2 trips. How much further is it from Portland than it is from Salt Lake City to get to Philadelphia? So it takes me longer to get from Portland to Philadelphia than Salt Lake City. Okay, so I'm going to find the difference in those 2 trips. 8 take away 7 ones is 1 1. 6 tens take away 4 tens is 2 tens. 800 take away 100 is 700. So each trip, each way is 721 miles. We do need to multiply the 721 by 2 because it's a round trip. Round trip. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 tens is 4 tens. 2 times 700 is 1,400. So it's 1,442 miles. Exact answer, because it wants to know the difference. In the 2 trips. All right, 19. Joe says that the product of a 4-digit number and a 1-digit number is always a 4-digit number. Does Joe's statement make sense? The product of a 4-digit number, I don't know, let's say 3,789, right? And a 1-digit number. I don't know, let's try 3. And let's see, is it always a 4-digit number as the answer? 3 sets of 9 is 27. Regroup as 2 10s and 7 1s. 3 sets of 8 10s is 24, plus 2 more is 26 10s. 3 sets of 700s is 21, plus 2 more is 23 hundreds, which we can rename as 2000s and 300s. 3 times 3,000 is 9,000, plus 2 more is 11,000. Well, no. The product of a 4-digit number and a 1-digit number is always a 4-digit number. No, even this example I gave, that's a 4-digit number. I multiplied by a 1-digit number, but my product has 5 numbers. So no, his answer doesn't make sense. So no, when you have regrouped thousands, as we have here, the product of a 4-digit number and a 1-digit number, let's say can be 5 digits. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Like if this was a 2. All right. What number is 150 more than the product of 5 and 4,892? What number is 150 more? Okay, so first we got to figure out what the product of 5 and 4,892 is. 5 sets of 2 is 10 ones. Regroup that as 110. 5 sets of 9 tens is 45, plus 1 more is 46 tens. I'm going to rename 40 of those 46 tens as 400 and 6 tens. 5 sets of 800 is 40, plus 4 more is 4,400. I'm going to rename 40 of those hundreds as 4,000. 5 times 4,000 is 20, plus 4 more is 24,000. All right, so that's my product, 24,460. It wants to know, the question says, what number is 150 more? So 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 5 is 11 tens. I'm going to rename that as 100 and 110. 400, 100, 100 is 600. So 24,610. And basically you're just explaining what you did. The product of 4,892 and 5 is 24,460. If you add 150 to that product, you get 24,610. Okay. So that's it for lesson 211. We have one more lesson left in chapter 2, and then we'll work on our chapter review. So until next time, may the numbers always be in your favor.